I'm someone that immediately shakes your hand and gives you a hug, and maybe at that time it was a bit not shocking for everyone, but I was kind of trying to break that barrier as soon as possible. Feeling of nerves, excitement, positive nerves. I was not like negative nerves.
Straight from the beginning, we had a natural bond that was created straight away. He's a super nice guy, super easy to get on with, and straight away we understood that we had a lot of interest outside racing in common, and now I can call him a friend outside of racing.
We've been teammates for years. There's been barely any situation where we've had a contact or where we had a misunderstanding, and even if we've had them, we've always moved on and we've always remained friends and had a really good relationship.
And his ability to feel the small setup changes, and
yeah, when we do fine-tune the setup, we were quite impressed a few times at the track and at the simulator about his sensitivity to very little changes.
The approach, the professionalism, the consistency, it's a mega good reference for the team all over the season, because you know that you have someone who is very consistent, improving all over the sessions and so on. That this is important for us to have this kind of reference every single weekend.
That first podium in Monaco, I think it was a combination of two things. First podium with Ferrari, but also my first podium in Monaco, and also standing in a podium that I wanted to stand all my life, with multiple things that happened that day with Charles' DNS. But I think I drove a good weekend, and it was like the start of many other podiums that were about to come. I think when something so important is about to happen in your life, you always put yourself in the worst case scenario, thinking anything can happen in these 10 laps, another safety car, an engine failure, the victory is nearly there. I have it, I just need to bring it home and let the laps go by. Once you cross the finish line, that's when it's a bit of a relief, and you truly start to enjoy the moment, and that is your first ever Formula 1 win in a circuit like Silverstone, in a team like Ferrari.
It was really nice to be there with him and celebrate afterwards. Our first win in F1 is for sure something special, no?
Good job. We did it. Yes, we did it. Vamos!
For Carlos, that moment was very emotional, and to share it with him was also a moment I will for sure remember for forever. With Carlos, we've had a lot of tense battles, but in Monza 2023, I think everything made it a bit more special. It was a very important moment of the season. It was in front of the Tifosi, and I think everybody were even more stressed out about that situation.
One of my best memories as a Ferrari driver is the Monza podium in 2023. All the Tifosi were shouting my name.
We have it. Yeah, we have it.
It was a really cool battle. It's definitely one of those battles that I will remember. He's an incredibly fast driver, and even in those difficult moments that we had as a team, we were both pushing in the same direction, and today we are in a much better position than we were 2 years ago. It's also thanks to Carlos, to his mentality, to his work ethics, and to everything he has done for the team.
Everything was complicated, and it was all for us to lose, but managing to get that win, that's when we started realizing, I think we become a much stronger team, no? And started to show the progress that the team had been doing over the last few years.
Carlos Sainz, the winner of the Singapore Grand Prix.
And P1, maybe P1. What a mega job you did there. What a smart race. This is my first smooth operation in Ferrari. Smooth operator.
2023, the first win, mega good feeling after 21 wins from Max in a row or something like this.
Singapore was a very special moment. As a team, you are always happy. We know how much we are all working towards the same goal, and whenever you have a tough season like 2023 was, you just hope that you are going to get back on top of the podium as quickly as possible.
What makes the Australian Grand Prix win special is what happened the 2 weeks before, no? Coming from the appendix surgery, the unknown of whether I was going to race, having a bit of a messy Friday where I had doubts whether I could do the whole race, and suddenly going from those full doubts to winning the race in the way I wanted. Was an incredible win.
What a comeback! A Ferrari 1-2, headed by Carlos Sainz, who wins the Australian Grand Prix.
This is amazing. Thank you guys. Life is a roller coaster. It is life is.
To be able to come back the week after, you don't know if you will be able to drive, and to finish with a win for me was a mega recovery and the best proof of the commitment of Carlos.
I felt maybe Austin was my last chance to win a race, you know. But then I thought about it and said maybe Mexico, so I put a bit of extra pressure on myself. But that maybe probably helped me keep that extra percentage and helped me to secure that win that was one of the most, for sure, beautiful ones.
It was a special moment together to celebrate and be able to be on a podium together. It was a good achievement.
We've had a lot of good moments with Team 55, a lot of laughs. Obviously, Ricky, fundamental part of it because he's obviously a leading engineer, quite a funny guy on the radio.
Was a smooth operator. Oh, I forgot. Smooth.
With his experience, he's also helped me to get embedded in the Ferrari world, to build relationships also with the rest of the team, because he's been here many years and he's a fundamental part of it.
Ricky, we won Singapore, my friend. Shall I cry? Did I cry?
As I say, since the beginning, we understood each other quite in a good way. It's one of the points I mentioned to him quite often, that trust is one of the most important things to work as a team.
Con Carlo si è creato subito un rapporto speciale al box, perché condividiamo bei momenti anche scherzevoli, diciamo. Quando viene a provare una postazione, tante volte siamo complici con lui di tanti scherzi. Lui racconta spesso che il nostro team italiano Ferrari è più una famiglia che un team.
The heritage of Ferrari, the history books and everything, I think this is something that I think I'll look at it more when I retire. When I'm 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, I think that's when it will sink in.
The improvement that the team did the last 2 seasons is also directly linked to the performance of the drivers and the emulation that we had into the team. It meant that never give up, always pushing was probably the characteristic of Carlos, and thanks to him, because this helped us massively to come back into the fight for the championship this season and also to prepare the future of the team.
He's a really good person. We've spent so many incredible moments together. It was very special to be racing alongside him in Ferrari.